What is up, everyone? How's it going? It's Rory, your favorites, and we are here for another episode of the H.E.R.O Project podcast. This one is being done on video. We're trying to do this more so we can get it on YouTube, so we can get it on Facebook, and you guys can learn visually as well as through the audio. What we are going to talk about today is we're going to talk about what is marketing and all the misunderstandings and the misconceptions of it, okay? You're going to learn there's a lot more depth to this than you think. And hopefully this can help you start thinking strategically rather than surface level, rather than just entry level tactics. All right. Now, before we do that, I'm going to ask you, please review the podcast, give it 5 stars if you like it. If you don't like it, just leave and never come back. But if you do like it, share it with a friend, tell your friends to listen to it. We would be most grateful. Let us know that you shared it with a friend. Let us know that you are subscribing, and we will send you some swag as well. So, guys, what is marketing? What is marketing? I would argue to you that what most people think marketing is, and I'm going to draw this here. So if you're watching, this is going to be probably a little bit more useful. But I think that what most people think marketing is I'm going to draw just like a circle here. And we can just say that's your business. That's the doors of your business. As a matter of fact, let me change. Instead of doing a circle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it as an actual business. Okay. So I've got a little business looking thing here with a door and some windows. Maybe that looks a little bit more like a house, but you get the picture. All right. And marketing is when there's all these people that you might call your marketplace out on the outside of your business, that somebody goes out and they do some magic tricks and they find people who want to buy your product or service. So it's something that happens outside your business that brings people into your business. Most people tend to think of it as like some dark art that just is totally not possible to ever be understood unless you've sold your soul to the devil. But that's the thought. It's outside my business. I don't think about it. It just happens, right? And it brings people who want to buy my service. It brings people who want to buy my product. I'm going to suggest that there could not be anything further from the truth. I am going to suggest a different definition for marketing. My definition is going to be this, and I'm going to do this visually first, and then I'll explain it. Actually, let me do this a little bit differently. So my definition would be this right here. It's a straight line. Okay. Marketing is a straight line. Probably doesn't make any sense yet, but let me explain. On one side of the straight line, you have a marketplace. Okay. And in your marketplace, you have people, don't you? And these people have problems. So there's the unhappy face. They have problems. And what your business does is it takes people in your marketplace and it solves a problem for them and gives them a result. And at the end, if you go all the way across the straight line, at the end of it is someone from your marketplace who now has a happy face because they paid you and they got the result they wanted. That is what marketing is. Okay. Now, here's how I would say it. Here's how I would say what is marketing. I would say marketing is when a business goes out, they find a specific person, right? So there's people in your marketplace. So they find a specific person who has a problem and they make a promise to that person that their proven process will deliver a result at a price that is profitable. So it's finding a specific person who has a problem and they promise that their proven process will solve that problem and deliver a result at a price that is profitable. That's what marketing is, okay? So let me break that down for you. You have a person. Now let me ask you this. How many of you out there who are business owners have a really, really good client avatar? Because that's your person. How many of you have very clearly articulated the current state of that person? What are their thoughts? Where do they hang out? Et cetera, et cetera. What are they afraid of? What are their desires? Okay. We've also got the desired state. If you cannot articulate those things, your employees cannot articulate those things. And if your employees cannot articulate those things, those employees cannot profitably make you money. They cannot sell your services for anything less than bargain basement, commoditized prices. Okay. So that person has a problem, don't they? What one problem do you solve? What one problem do you solve? And I'm going to keep this a little bit simple. I'm not going to go into the deeper parts of a marketing strategy, but you have a person who has a problem. You should be solving the same problem again and again and again and again. Okay? You have a core promise that you make to your marketplace, right? Like it or not, you're making them a promise. And it's the same promise every time. It might be, we can get you out of pain. It might be, you will lose weight and get into your ideal dress size. It might be, we'll build you your dream kitchen. But there's a promise that that person has in their mind, a concrete idea of what they want. Okay? You're making that promise when you sell your core offer, right? You have a core offer. That offer contains everything they need to get their desired result. You have a proven process. If you don't have a proven process, it's a big problem because you cannot easily train employees. You cannot keep messaging consistent. You cannot, you really have nothing without a proven process. You cannot educate potential clients that you have a proven methodology to get them from their current state to their desired state. Okay. You sell it at a price, don't you? Right? Is it a profitable price? How does that pricing position you? Okay. Is this making sense, guys? And hopefully you have some ways of positioning yourself as differentiated. Okay. Different. All right. So let's think this through. Let's ask a couple questions. Let's ask a couple marketing questions if you want to understand how to get better at marketing. Especially those of you that have hit over $1 million and you're trying to get to the next level, because that's so many of you who we help is like, how do I turn this thing into an actual asset where I'm working on my business instead of in my business? Guys, this is how you work on your business as you solve these kinds of problems, right? So does my offer actually give people the result that they want? It's a question you could ask yourself. Is your offer, the thing that you're actually selling people to make money, right? Your core offer, here's what I'm going to give you, and it's going to give you this result. That does not mean the front end hook. It's not the same thing as a promotion. It's your offer, right? Is it packaged in a way, and is it presented in a way that it is attractive and hard to say no to? So is the offer clear that it solves their problem? Or are you, when you make your offer, are you selling features and benefits? So in other words, right? So everybody thinks, oh, we sell solutions, right? We have a solution, right? Well, is that true? Because in order to have a solution, you have to have a problem, right? So is when you present your offer, are you articulating it as a solution to a problem? Or are you selling features and benefits? We're going to do this and we're going to do that. And it's going to be a lot of work here. We're going to do 1 million exercises. We're going to do, it's going to take 45 years. Like you just make it seem so complicated because you have all these features and benefits versus selling the destination, the current state versus the desired state. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? Okay, this is how you're going to get there. Okay. So is your offer actually attractive? Okay. Let me ask you this. Is your promotion a no-brainer? Right? Everybody's so concerned about high quality leads because they want their life to be easier. But what if you're not getting enough leads? Your promo has to make it a no-brainer. Somebody has to be able to say, you know what? I can't pass that up. I'm going to give that a try. Right? If you want to do your, whatever, $500 new patient special as your promo, be prepared to get 1 lead every 6 months. Right? Or free consultation for, solar, like free consultation, solar panels. Like there's no real offer. There's nothing attractive. Everybody offers a free consultation, right? Another question. Is the promise I make the promise they want? So I got to ask you this. So many people, and I've had people come to me and say this, like, well, what if my clients just don't care? Like they don't care about true health, and I only want people that want true health. Okay, then you need to be clear. You need to understand. You need to understand your business better. Right? So those of you that are in healthcare, maybe a chiropractor, we want people that want true health. Cool. Let's talk about your business model then. If you want people who right now are just looking, they care about health, they're really passionate about health, they want to optimize their life, they're like biohackers, they're about eating healthy and getting the most they can out of their life and maximizing their energy. Be prepared to have a very, very, very small target market and be prepared to charge very, very high ticket prices, right? This one's particularly common with chiropractors that we deal with, right? If the person wants that particular result, if the promise is that, there aren't that many people looking for that. Now, there are some, and you can build a business on that. But if you want to build a $5 million business or a $2 million business, you're going to have to charge very, very, very high prices, and you're going to have to be very, very, very specific about the person, and you're only going to make 5 or 6 sales a month. You have to be honest with yourself and realize how small of a clientele you're going after and how expensive you have to charge. You have to find the ultimate individual. You have to find people who are professional athletes or treat themselves like professional athletes, or people who are wealthy or on their way to being wealthy and have a family that just really, really is obsessed with health. That's not a lot of people, right? So is the promise you're making the right one? On the other hand, if you're like, we'll stick with the chiropractic example. If you want to help people get out of pain, and then hopefully you can turn a high percentage of those people who you helped with one thing start to live a healthier life, that's a great business model too. It's not the same though, right? So, hey, what you might start with, hey, the promise is we're going to help you get out of pain, and here's how we're going to help you do it. And then once they're with you for 6 months, getting out of pain, and they believe you can help them, you can start moving them towards the next thing, which is, hey, I also want to help you live a healthier life so you don't keep ending up back in here. Great business model, but you have to understand the promise. If you're going for the first person who came in to get out of pain, but the promise you're making them is I'm going to help you live an optimized life, you are missing the point of why they came in. It's the wrong promise. Hopefully this is making sense. Okay. Next, does my messaging focus on the problems of my prospects, or is it about features and benefits? We kind of already talked about that. And as a result, I'm not going to cover it anymore versus features and benefits. All right. Does the price you charge create the perception of value? Okay. So there's only two winners in every market, guys. Right now, of course, when things are easy, there's a lot of winners, but when things get hard, like they have been more recently, you're only going to get two people who can win. Okay. You have the best and you have the cheapest. Those are the only people who are going to win in any market. Okay. The cheapest is way, 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 way harder. Okay. If you are the cheapest, you have to be an outstanding business operator. You're going to have tighter margins. You're not going to be able to hire people who are as passionate. You're going to have to figure out how to keep people doing a good job and managing people who don't really care about their job. It's a really challenging set of problems to solve for. This is what Walmart has done, which is unbelievable. What a business they've created with that model, right? That we're always going to be the lowest priced, no matter what. Tight margins, keeping it small. But the best is way easier to win. It is way easier to be the best than it is to be the cheapest. And the reason is because if you will think about your marketing and how you position yourself, that's all you have to do is position yourself as different. So if you position yourself as being different than anyone else, you now become a category of one. And of course, only you can be the best in that category. So if you can explain the problem to people in a different way, or you can explain your proven process in a different way, that this is different than anything they've tried, you all of a sudden have no competition, and you can set your own price, and you can make it so that people have only one option, and that's you. Okay. Next question. Are you positioned as being different by either how you understand the problem or by how you understand the solution? So this would be differentiation. For some reason, my pen isn't working. Are you differentiated? Are you differentiated? We're not going to talk about how to differentiate, but guys, what you need to understand is that people are not looking for commodities. It's not about the price. It's about how can you position yourself as solving their problem in a different way. There's only a few problems that need to be solved, right? All problems go back to health, wealth, relationships, or status. You are either helping someone improve their health, right? That might be pain relief. It might be weight loss. You are helping people make more money or protect their money or save money, right? So that's wealth. You might be helping people with their relationships, because those are the things that provide the most like strife and mental discomfort in life. Or you are helping people with status. It's really the only problems that there are to solve. What does status mean? It means you're improving someone's self-esteem. Essentially, those are the problems that everyone wants to solve. Whatever you're selling, it addresses one of those. And if you don't understand how, then you are never going to be good at business. Okay? What do I mean by status? I'm just going to elaborate on this one thing, since most of you are probably wondering. At the end of the day, someone buys a car or somebody wears a shirt, because of the logo on it, and it makes them feel a certain way. It makes them say, hey, I fit in with these people, or it makes people look at them a certain way. Most decisions are going to be motivated in some way or another by status. So they have a self-esteem problem. Hey, I need to solve a problem, which is like, I don't feel like the person I want to be. And they might be buying that fancy car to get that result. They buy that shirt because it shows, hey, I fit in with this certain type of group. That's a status thing. All right. So hopefully this makes sense, guys. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you are understanding what I'm talking about, and hopefully you're able to apply these lessons into your business. Your teams are able to learn from it, and you are able to grow an outstanding, profitable business. We will talk to you soon. Have a great day.